and fire up the engines. A supernova ascending. Nothing's gonna slow me down. No time to rest on the players. Each one a lesson for later. Nothing's gonna slow me down. Yeah, you and me, we're gonna light up the sky. Light up the sky. Refill a reason and wipe off the dust. Our hearts are jet fuel, it's time to combust. Full speed and fire up the engines. A supernova ascending. Nothing's gonna slow me down. No time to rest on the players. Each one a lesson for later. Nothing's gonna slow me down. Giving up on a dream, you know that ain't no way to live. And I don't wanna be ordinary, got too much to give. Refill my reason and wipe off the dust. My heart is jet fuel, it's time to combust. Full speed and fire up the engines. A supernova ascending. Nothing's gonna slow me down. No time to rest on the failures. Each one a lesson for later. Nothing's gonna slow me down. No time to rest on the failures. Each one a It ain't easy alone, left behind. It's hard to find. You never dwell on the defects now when you're two of a kind. Blitzing and bolting to desperate frontiers. Clear out the waste, jam a wrench in the gears. Full speed and fire up the engines. A supernova ascending. Nothing's gonna slow me down. No time to rest on the players. Each one a lesson for later. Nothing's gonna slow me down. Yeah, you and me, we're gonna light up the sky. Light up the sky. Refill a reason and wipe off the dust. Our hearts are jet fuel, it's time to combust. Full speed and fire up the engines. A supernova ascending. Nothing's gonna slow me down. No time to rest on the players. Each one a lesson for later. Nothing's gonna slow me down. Can I get an amen? An amen now, brothers and sisters. Amen. Can I get an amen? An amen now, scatter that seed. Amen. your sin now, safe from the righteous fire. Come, brothers and sisters, we'll give you everything you need. Come, brothers and sisters, we're scattering the Savior's seed. Free faith or by the force of my hand, you're bringing me a soul to save. Plans to filter from my great divine land, hellfire upon their grave. Come, brothers and sisters, we'll give you everything you need. Come, brothers and sisters, we're scattering the Savior's seed. Whoa, step off the guilty path and come into this world of mine. The earth is collapsing down. Step off the guilty path and come into this world of mine. The earth is collapsing down. Can I get an amen? An amen now, brothers and sisters. Amen. Can I get an amen? An amen now, scatter that seed. Amen.
Welcome, race fans from around the globe. Here they come, out of turn 4, to the white flag, and it's 1 to go. Good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome back to 1 to Go Studios coverage of the 2021 Spring and Summer Lightspeed Racing League Xfinity Series, presented by Gridfinder, Wilder Graphics, The Butt Kicker, Sim Speed Shops, and Track Time Entertainment. Tonight, we bring you coverage of Round 6 live from the Daytona International Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm Harold Darner for 1 to Go Studios. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Lots of cool things going on this evening, but let's take a look at the schedule. It is posted there. We are in week number 6. Next week, come back to Daytona Beach with the road course. That'll be an exciting thing to come back to next Monday. Right now, they are in qualifying. Best laps are on the board. No one has put a time in just yet. And this is Dylan Gonis. Check him out. Billy right there, you see his in-car and his in-car. Let's get him on the racetrack. And our Sweatless on board as he's right up along that outside retaining wall. Watching the times up here. Dylan that was coming to the green flag. He's on his lap number 1. Race leader currently is Chris Resnowicki with the fastest lap of 50.632. Coming to the white flag is Dylan Gones. .746. Puts him in 10th spot as he gets one more time around. Matt Benedetto in the 55 up on the top of the podium right now. About a minute left in qualifying as we're watching on board with Dylan Gones. Yes, that was it. He's in 12th, so he got his fastest lap in, and it put him in the 12th spot. So we'll send us back to try to find some other race car drivers out here on the raceway. We can. Kevin Otis there being shown in the 16th spot with the 58.08. Qualifying will put you on the grid, but driving will get you to the front. 69 of Kevin Otis as we're finishing up with qualification. And that will be it. So Matt Benedetto will be the pole sitter for tonight's race. That'll give him the pole award. Michael Benedetto, 50.628. Put a cap on that pole award for Michael Benedetto as we send it over to Sweatless. And I said Sweatless sending a cap out to the race pole sitter, which is Michael Benedetto. As you see, there is our grid finder. Find your place on the grid starting lineup. Michael Benedetto on the pole. Outside of him is Chris Resnowicki and Ira Kohlhaas inside of row 2. Outside of him is Justin Wilson, Kyle Lewis, and Michael Steffen in row 3. Row 4, Kevin Otis and Jimmy Weaver. Our next, row 5, Samuel Fontaine and Brandon Massey. Row number 6, inside Barry Knapp. Outside of him, Eric Casper, Dylan Gones, and Evan Backer will be in row 7. Craig Lovell and Patrick McVicker, row number 8. Row 9, Cameron Hearn and Taylor Klinker. Row 10, Cooper and Landon Quisenberry. Leonard Frost and Pat O'Brien will be in row number 11. Row 12, Kevin Gunther and Christopher Couric. Row 13 is Andy Brigani and Adam O'Brien. And Joe and Anthony Ludi will be in row 14. And that is your grid finder. Find your place on the grid for tonight. We saw all the drivers coming off of the pace. As we are now starting to be high under the parade laps. As I said, Grid Finder is the home of online racing communities. Browse hundreds of leagues racing on all gaming platforms across every sim, every day of the week, across the globe. Browse through over 1,000 leagues racing in iRacing, Assetto Corsa, ACC, R-Factor, F1 2020, and more. Looking for a commentator or streamer for your racing broadcast or a designer for your next livery? Grid Finder has all of this talent in one place. Do you run a sim racing league? Make sure you upload your community to Grid Finder so that more like-minded sim racers can find you. It's quick, it's easy, and best of all, it's free. Grid Finder, find your place on the grid. Tonight's first lap provided by the Sim Speed Shop. The Sim Speed Shop specializes in custom sim racing hardware. Sim Speed Shops manufacture sim racing hardware, utilizing the best components available, as well as mixing in real-life components when available. Customize your hardware and rig today. Visit www.simspeedshop.com today as we start off our first lap going green. This is provided by the Sim Speed Shop. 26 drivers took to the green flag. As you see there, the race leader, Michael Benedetto, in the 55, or in the, supposed to be the 55, but he's showing in the 25 for some reason. That'll be a little confusing, but he's supposed to be the 55 machine. And outside line is working there with Chris Resnowicki being pushed by the 58 of Justin Wilson. Lines are firing side by side. 86 leads the lap. Lap 1 to Chris Resnowicki leading the first lap of 61 as that high line is running up. To the entire field on the backstretch. Red Bueller on Facebook for One to Go Studios. Go get him, Ira. Ira in that second spot, tucked on that inside line. Starting to see all the drivers come alive here. That bottom line starting to roll. Patrick McVicker, fastest lap. Number 6 ride. The 25 and the 86 doing battle, as well as Ira, Cole Haas, and Wilson on that outside edge. Two lines pretty much throughout the entire field. See that 18 moving off a lot there off of turn number 4. We've completed now 4 laps. Adam O'Brien in the 775, fastest car on the track. 18 car of Kyle Lewis moving around a lot down on that bottom line. And these guys are running on 70% fuel. As we see the 86 getting out there in the front. Well, we got some people moving around. The 86 decides to drop down low, slides back up in front of Wilson. As Weaver is behind Wilson, the top line seemed like it has the advantage right now. As Michael Benedetto tries for the line there, not sure if he quite got there. Pat O'Brien now in the 59 machine is the fastest car on the track. 86, that 25. Actually, I'm scoring him as the 55 down on that low line there. Not sure what liver he put in there today, but not the right one that they have for this league. 86 still being pushed by the 58 and the 8 and the 69. They're all helping on that high line. 18 is moving an awful lot down there on that bottom line. It's a driver that makes me nervous when a guy's bouncing up and down and sliding side and side, especially a car length or more. So, Chris Resnowicki leading the way. Hopefully I've got that right. I know he gave me his correction earlier in the week. Competition caution will be at lap number 15. We're going to go and pull this to the number 8 machine. That's Jimmy Weaver we're on board with. Currently being scored in the 3rd spot on that high line. That's Jimmy Weaver in the number 8 machine as he's looking to go underneath, but he stays up there to the top. 58, Justin Wilson looking to take the high line as they go around Chris Resnowicki. Top line just sailed by. See all the cars rolling through here. That 86 and the 58 doing battle for the top spot. Weaver tucked in 3rd, battling with Benedetto for the 3rd and 4th spots. Ira Kohlhaas with Kevin Otis in the 5th, 6th spot in that 3rd row. Jimmy Weaver pushing the 58 to the front as we get out to the straight there. It looks like the 58 edges the 86 as we've completed 8 laps now. Tonight's event, 15 laps will be in, and then we'll put into a caution for competition. So 86, 58. 58 will edge there. 8 slides up a tad. So working at lap number 8 of the 61. From the grandstands as they go on by to the stripe. Coming across the line, heading into turn number 1 from the grandstand view as all the cars come flying by. '86 being pushed by Michael Benedetto, the 58 being pushed by Jimmy Weaver. Right now the advantage is the 58 on the high side. '86, 58 side by side. The 8 looking on the outside of the 58 tucks back in line. Across the stripe there, it looked like the 58 had the slight advantage. Working lap number 10 now of 61. 6 more laps, concluding this one, to get us back to where we're going. So the 86 to 58. And it looks like David Dunwoody's back. He's 8 laps down. Maybe had a connection issue. Sure. The 86, that 58. That 8 is all over the back deck of the 58, giving him a push. Not going to seem like it's going to work there, but the 55 of Benedetto behind the 86 of Resnowicki. And looks like the top has faltered and fizzled out. A lot of movement there in the tri-oval. 8 and the 58. 10 down, 5 to go for the competition caution. Jimmy Weaver and Wilson working as Jimmy steps out. Currently working lap 11, the 8 right there on the back of the 58, pushing him down the backstretch, turning into turn 3 and 4. People are starting to spread out quite a bit here. The top 5 has a gap there. The 22 is going to take advantage of it. That's Samuel Fontaine. He's going to come roaring up on that high line into the top 5. 11 down, 4 to go before the competition caution comes out. You guys are working fixed setups, 70% fuel load, unlimited tires. As we see the 86 taking back over the lead there. Lucky Dog in effect, one green-white checker if needed. 86 up in a commanding lead, so not sure how many drivers we're going to be able to get in here. How many more laps these guys are going to be able to get, but we should be able to understand here shortly if anybody has to come down. Leonard Frost in the 11 now, the fastest car on the track. '86 still working the lead there. 13 of 61 being worked. About 2.5 laps before the competition caution. See them working side by side, 4, 5 deep. 86 still leading right now. The 18 sliding around a lot there. 14 of 61, 2 more to go here for the competition yellow. '86 and that 58 doing battle side by side. The 8's pushing the 58. Working lap 14. See them working there. Coming to the stripe. Edge to be the 58 on that one. The 8 and the 8 tandeming as the 22 and the 32 help out the high line. This will be the competition caution as the leader crosses the stripe. Looks like the 86 has lost connection. He's back now, but could be really scary. So the 58 and the 8 of Jimmy Weaver are coming off the backstretch now. Coming to the stripe, and there we go. Competition caution is out. We know they can at least go 15 laps to the distance here. 27 drivers currently have taken the green flag as we're on our first competition caution. So let's send it over to one of our sponsors, the Butt Kicker.
Butt Kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
Be sure to use that code LSRL and get yourself 20% off. We're looking down pit lane, only one taker so far. We have a special item to be given off tonight by Track Time Entertainment. Track Time Entertainment is located in Texas and builds custom driving simulators with a personal touch. Rigs are fully customizable with color options and utilize 80/20 US extruded aluminum. These rigs offer a wide range of adjustability as well as different options for wheels, shifters, and keyboards. The possibilities are endless. If you could dream it, Track Time Entertainment can build it for you. Track Time Entertainment has sponsored the LSRL series, both of them, and they are providing a keyboard for tonight's event. So we're going to pull a starting position out of the hat based on starting position. The front two cars are not eligible, so the front row is not eligible, and neither are the admins, and any first-time driver as well. So we're gonna have to look at all that, try to get all those rules in. But these are for repeat drivers, non-admins. So without further ado, let's pull it up. There's your hat. Let's shake it up. Number 22, started 22nd, was Gunther. And I'm about to check to see if Kevin Gunther has driven with us at least once before. Kevin Gunther has been with us every week, so Kevin Gunther will be the winner. The number 23, Kevin Gunther, will win that. Oh, and that's Kevin. Haven't talked about him much in all the racing, but you know he's been around here. I remember seeing the Black Rifle Coffee. So 23 car, right there. There he is, Kevin Gunther. That's your winner of the drawing. Keyboard tray heading out to Kevin Gunther. Congratulations. Now there's your current race leader, Justin Wilson. Looks like everyone did go down to get new tires. Most likely fuel and tires. Cool. I'd go back to the 23 since I had the prize on top of him. So there he is, the Kevin Gunther. That's the winner of the Track Time Entertainment keyboard tray. All right. Jerry Massey is on our stream as well, and he's looking for that 65 machine of Brandon Massey over there in the graphics and design 65 machine. There at 65 machine. Justin Wilson will lead us back to the green flag. We will have the next competition caution at 35. So there we go again. The 8 of Jimmy Weaver having connection issues now. The 18 of Kyle Lewis on that outside line as we're back to green flag racing at lap number 19 being so on lap 20 now. Weaver coming back in there and behind Justin Wilson. But we're still having connection issues, it looks like, as we're back to green flag racing. So Wilson and Weaver with Lewis on the outside. Barry Knapp in that 32 machine on the outside line, pushing the 18 as Weaver slides to the high side. Ira Kohlhaas, they're working the low line and in the second position on that low side. You see cars popping in and out. That's making some people kind of nervous. The 18 moving around there is the 58 and the 8 locked back up again on the outside line. At 22, Fontaine, your new leader, with Ira Kohlhaas right behind him. Weaver pushing the 58 again as he was in the first segment. So 22 and the 58. 58 having a slight advantage here. The 58, the 8 are leading from the high side. The 8-8-18 on the high line, the 3-car group, where Fontaine and Ira Kohlhaas are working the bottom line. The 22, the 8 keeps popping in and out. Not sure what the deal is there. The 86 of Reginald Wiki, he's been having some connection issues as well. Overcast skies here, so let's check out our weather. Nice weather provided by Travel with Lottie'sTravelWorld.com. If you're looking for any kind of your travel needs, check out Lottie'sTravelWorld.com. For the Buck Kicker 150-mile race tonight, partly cloudy skies. Air temperature is 77, track temperature 98. Relative humidity is 56, and the winds are barely coming out of the north at 2 miles per hour. 58 in Weaver continuing to roll the high line. As the 58's now about the midline, Weaver still behind him, and the 18 car behind him. A little bit of movement on the top line, sliding in and out as the 8 comes in and out of existence. That's not helping a lot. Here's our fan cam coming through here. Sitting there in the chicken bones area. These guys are definitely keeping it clean here. Green flag racing's thus far the only caution for competition. Competition yellow scheduled for the second one at 35. 11 laps to go. And then we'll run it to the end from 35 to 61. We have just under 30 laps to go once we get off that competition caution. Moving to the end here. (22) to 58. 31 all the way to the high line. 22 to 58, the 18. 29 machine of Ira Kohlhaas. The third spot. And Ira Kohlhaas and the Sweatless on board. Check his steering inputs right there. He's entering the corner. Little movements, nothing crazy on the steering wheel. Up in the spotter stand, Kohlhaas's car. Now the 22 of Fontaine with Ira Kohlhaas and Michael Benedetto now are pushing the low line around the leaders. High line has a little bit of charge off of the backstretch. Fontaine looking to take the lead up the stripe here. Backstretch 58 and the 18 now. Where the 8 went, looks like Weaver all the way to the back to 19th. He probably, that connection issue put him to the back there. So side by side, now the Fontaine has been able to move up with Ira Kohlhaas. That bottom line, working the deal here. At 18, lots of movement up into the outside retaining wall. That's going to move him back quickly. Lots of people there looking for his spot. Kohlhaas is sticking with the 22 as the 58 side drafting to not to go back himself. 18 trying to get back up to the back of the 58. 22 and the 29 continuing to work to the front here. The 22, 29, that 55 machine. Lori Tucker on Facebook, looking good, Ira. Yes, he is. And that Pepsi Zero Sugar, or Pure Sugar, I believe, 29 machine. The Ira Kohlhaas. And that Pepsi Real Sugar, 29. The 22, Sam Fontaine is leading the event. 29 of Kohlhaas in the second spot. Michael Benedetto and Chris Resnowicki in the 86, who looks like he's falling back. Not sure why. Maybe trying to get a better run up. So the 22 and the 29 command of this race on that bottom line as they race on by. 28 laps going to be completed as they come through the stripe here. Front stretch. 22 on the low side. Side by side racing here, but he's still looking green. Tower Hadman saying everything's looking good for the one to go sides. I like that idea. Yes, it does. So here we go. 22, 29, 25 for the 55 machine. Michael Benedetto. Daniel Fontaine continuing to try to keep the control on that inside line. He does. They're 2x2, 4 deep now. The bottom line has the charge here as the 58 drops back to the third spot. Lap 30 of 61 currently being worked. '22, the 29, and the 55. Goodyear blimp camera here, looking down on the racers. 29 is being side drafted by the 58. Too much distance between the 58 and the 18 to get any charge moving. But the 58 is doing a pretty good job on his own as the 18 is starting to get up to him as they cross the stripe to complete 30. 5 more laps and then we'll get in another caution for competition. Ooh, 18 sliding down into the inside in front of Resnowicki in that 86 machine. Luckily, that wasn't a caution. Money, Anthony Giuliano says money is on Gonez or Hearn at the end. So currently, Cameron Hearn is a lap down. So he's going to need a caution to help that out. And Gonez is, let's see where he's at. In the 18th spot is Donis. Not a big thing to worry about here. It looks like he's kind of just pacing himself down through as we see our trackside camera here. '22 and the 29 continuing to work there. Sun seems to be coming out a little bit. inside line has the strength right now, but numbers are starting to build on the outside with Justin Wilson leading the way with Knapp and Lovell. And now the 659 is stepping. So there's 4 cars working together on the high line. There's a 22 to 29. That looks like Wilson had the momentum there. Edge just at the line. So working 33 of 61. So 3 laps until competition caution. Movement up there in the top with the 6 car, looking for a line. 6 sliding to the high side. Wilson trying to get to the side of the 29 of Kohlhaas as we're crossing the line here to complete 33. Fontaine, your race leader, with Kohlhaas right behind him. You're watching them on the back. We got 2x2 racing all the way back 8 deep. Clinker in that 10 machine slides across and down to the inside line. Fontaine here, crossing the stripe. All right, so we are working the 35th lap, which the competition caution will waive when the leader catches, but we do have a caution on the racetrack. Not sure what happened. Go through the caution. A little bit early, but we'll take it. Expecting it to go one more lap, but that's fine. All right, well, let's hear from another one of our presenting sponsors, Wilder Graphics. Take a ride on the Wild Side. You're looking for a new paint job, you can check him out on Facebook, Wilder Graphics on the Facebook page. Check those guys out. Going to go over the current standings. The top 5 are Quisenberry, Hearn, Jones, Stefan, and Giuliano. And your leader by 12 points is Landon Quisenberry. He's that 75 driver. Currently right here, it's the 75, your current points leader, Landon Quisenberry, points leader. Cameron Hearn in the 15 ride is in the 2nd spot. Stefan, 669, he's gone pit lane right now. He's your 4th place driver, and Giuliano, who's not here, is in the 5th spot. And he's tied with Ira Kohlhaas. And we already saw Ira. Ira in the 29 machine. You see him getting his services right there. We'll see what's going on the racetrack. Guys are moving around. Pits coming in. That was the 2nd competition caution for the day. Last one for the night. This is to the end. 30% fuel. the Daytona International Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida. We talked about Wilder Graphics. They provide the best iRacing paints and liveries around. Check them out today on Facebook and take a ride on the wild side. We've been working quite a bit tonight on the different green flag racing throughout the evening. There's your current number one position, Justin Wilson. Look at your current top five. Top five for your LSRL Xfinity Series Butt Kicker 150 by the Sim Speed Shop and the Butt Kicker 2. Feel what you've been missing. Justin Wilson, Barry Knapp, Samuel Fontaine, Michael Benedetto, and Ira Kohlhaas. It looks to me like it might be just a tad bit out of line here with the numbers, but we'll get back into that here momentarily. We are under caution. That's probably where that is. This is the 1 through 5. You see it moving around there. At the line, it'll shake out. There we go. As it was trying to give the positioning based on live timing. Yep. 5. The LSRL Xfinity Series Butt Kicker 150 at the Daytona International Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida. Night's fastest lap thus far, Leonard Frost in the number 11 ride. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Those partly cloudy skies are definitely causing the grayish look to the cameras tonight. Maybe there's something that was going on with Evan Bush's backers. See if I can maybe pull that up here on lap 34. I was thinking that Joe might have thrown the flag early, but it could have been something on the raceway. We're back to green flag, so I need to get back to the front here. So we'll try to get back and look at that again as Justin Wilson takes the green flag. Coming into turn number 1. Wilson, Fontaine, Kohlhaas, Blinker now in the top 5. As their single file, but looks like Klinker's going to run to the outside line. See if he can get some positions made up there. He was in the 5th spot, and he's now up to battling for the 3rd. So 58 and 22 with the 29 on the line as Ira Kohlhaas looks to go to the high line, and he will, with Klinker in tow in the 32 of Knapp. We'll see if Kohlhaas can make things work up there as the 58 slides the block to block the top line, leaving Fontaine on the bottom line with the 69 of Otis as they're door-to-door now, the 22 and the 58 machine. And we are going to the end for this. There will be no competition cautions for here. So 40 of 61 being worked. After the completion of this, 21 laps will remain in the event. At 58, keeping the high line. As Ira's going to shuffle around him, they're going to go 3 wide as Ira Kohlhaas and Klinker move around the 58. Coming to the line here, the 58, or the 29 of Ira Kohlhaas, your new race leader. So put Kohlhaas into the front, and Cameron Hearn now is the fastest car on the track. Is now the 58 and the 29 are working the midline, and they put the 10 out there high and wide on the outside by himself As that 22 looking to take over the lead again. As we're working 3 wide in the second row, 2 wide all the way back behind them. 69 to 58, Clinker on the high side. Bigger Truck looks like he's trying to find a spot to go back down. He'll go down in front of Nat. 69 Otis kind of slid around there, coming off of turn 4. 58 pushing that 29 car to the race lead. Kohlhaas gonna have to get down because the 58's on his outside. But the 58 wanted that high line, so he went up over there and took it. And the 29 continues to work, now leading the race from the bottom line. You see our race leaders right here. All right, so we're going to run through the field real quick here. This is race leader. I'm going to try to say race leader. Ira Kohlhaas. Justin Wilson on the outside of 2. Sam Wilson in that 3rd position. Clinker in the 10, he's on the outside, he's in 4th. Otis the 69 in 5th. Barry Knappen at 32, he's up on the high line. Michael Steffen, he's in the 669 on the inside line. Mike Benedetto in the 55 machine. Kyle Lewis, that 18 ride. 31 is Craig Lovell. Adam O'Brien in the 775. Patrick McVicker in the 6. Dylan Gonez in that 27 ride. Brandon Massey, the 65. Chris Resnowicki in the 86 machine. In the 59 of Pat O'Brien. Adam Bergani in the 13 ride. Evan Backer in the number 20 machine. Cameron Hearn in the 15. Kevin Gunther, that 23 ride. Anthony Ludi, the 25. Chris Kurrick, the 24. Eric Casper in the number 88. Landon Quisenberry, the 75 ride. And Leonard Frost in the 11. Jimmy Weaver is in the 26 machine, the last car on the lead lap. And the number 46 of David Dunwoody is up in the pack, but he's showing 6 laps down. We'll run through the field real quick there for you. Try to get everybody a little bit of attention in those paint schemes. As Ira Kohlhaas continues to work to the front of this race, with Samuel Fontaine right behind him, as now Clinker is pushing the 58 to the high line to get around race leader Ira Kohlhaas. That keeps switching positions between the 29 and the 58 as we're working lap 45 of 61. So 29, 58, 22, and the 10 machine. Goodyear blimp shot there is the slightly hazy track there. As you see, the 58 edged the 29 on that run. Kohlhaas has the advantage currently. You see them guys coming into the corner here. The 8 coming off the backstretch has an advantage. Look at 3 wide. Back was the 18, the 31, the 6 trying to make it look like he's going to go higher. He taps the wall, brings it back 3 wide to, looked like that was O'Brien and Dylan Gonez. Eight with the advantage there over the 29. 47 laps being worked on here, so 46 down, 25 to go. Actually, 15 to go. 15. 26. So 29 and at 58, continuing to do battle in the front of the pack. '59, 29 or 58, 29, continuing. Slight edge to Wilson. Resnowicki was there looking 3 wide and then backed out. Steph in there. Things are starting to heat up a little bit. On board here with Steffen, and here's you see Massey in the 69. I'm not sure they made contact there. Working lap 49 here. Ira Koolhaas on the bottom side. Clinker jumps down in front of Ira, trying to get the race lead from Justin Wilson as he was pushing Wilson to the front. Now Ira's going to be pushing Clinker, and that number 10 machine looks like we might have a new race leader as the 29 and the 10 working tandemly. As Ira goes to his outside. Wow, too close to call between the 10 and the 29. As Ira Koolhaas back to the top with the pusher of that 58, and he goes back down to the bottom. The 31 now pushing the 58, looking on the outside of the 58 is the 31. As the 31 tucks back in, and not sure he's going to tuck back in there. Brandon Massey looking to make it 3 wide as he shoots the gap underneath Knapp. He's back. Whoa, contact between the 6 and the 32. That should bring out the caution. I have not seen anything. Caution is out now. So, McVickers, let's check this out here. See if I can get a better view of this. The drone camera behind the Blue Angel 6. See Massey make the 3 wide here. Looks through, shoots clean. The 6 was trying to go with him, but he was not there. And it looked like the 32 was trying to close the door on it and ended up getting turned. So we'll see what they say in race control. We'll go back to the live action. Race control, let me know what's going on here. We've completed 50 laps, so we're at 11 laps to go. We'll see what the drivers do here. Showing Ira Koolhaas as your race leader with Clinker as second. We'll be under 10 to go at Daytona when we go back to green flag racing. Looks like the guys are going to stay out. Don't see anybody coming down pit lane from the front group. Let's look at the pit lane. And the group is coming down pit lane. Looks like from 12th on back. Place driver came down, so 17 cars stayed out. So Michael Benedetto, Jimmy Weaver, Adam O'Brien, Evan Otis, Barry Knapp, Frost, Casper, Quisenberry, all came down for servicing. We are Working lap 52 of 61, so it'll be 9 laps to go when they take once they cross the stripe for one more run. A blimp shot right here. Showing Dylan Gonis's ride here. As we have our on board of the 27 of Dylan Gonis. Show that driver in the plaid. Cameron Hearn up to the 11th spot. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Cole Haas on the inside, Clinker on the outside, as we will take the move here. Red Bueller says, nice move by Massey. He definitely was. He did go 3 wide without putting anyone anywhere. So he's on the outside in the 6th spot, looking to get with his teammate there in that 29 machine. That 58, who loves to be on the outside, is also on the inside, where the 29 to 58 seem to work better on that outside line. We'll see how these guys roll this now, coming up to the flag. The green is on the race leader, Ira Kohlhaas, in the 29. As soon as the pace car is off, he has the right to fire them up. No one can pass him until he does. So I believe that would be the first caution that came out. It looked like it took a couple of drivers out, but not as many as could have been. But everybody did return, including Barry Knapp. Let's see how bad his car might be. It was pretty good. As we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing. I said there was no fast repairs. That was incorrect. There's one fast repair, I guess, because it's a super speedway. They gave him one fast repair, and I would say that Barry Knapp used it. The 29 and the 58 running the inside line with Samuel Fontaine in that 22 machine, in the 669 of Michael Steffen, as Clinker, Lovell, and Massey tried to run that top line. For the 58 to go high here, and he does. So the high line now moving forward as Cole Haas is trying to stay even with Clinker. As the 22 makes contact to give him a little push. The 58 looks like he's leading this event. As we're working lap 54, and the inside line moves up as the 22 helps him out here. 29 down low here. The 58 getting that momentum off the corner. At the stripe. Wow, so close between the 29 and the 58. I'm glad I'm not timing and scoring. So this is going to be a very tight race here. Cameron Hearn looking to go high on the high side there, as we see Brandon Massey's car pop out just for a second. Paul Haas right here, your lead. But then on the backstretch, it looks like the 58 gets it back. Straightaway speed to the outside right now, as the 15's looking to go 3 wide around Massey. As the 15's there, and the 31 of Lovell. Massey goes down low into the 6th spot, as the 31 and the 15 are making it 3 wide coming down the backstretch. Down the front stretch, I'm sorry. So 3 wide as the 6 to 15 are side by side. Looks like slight contact there. The 31 to the wall, but he keeps it off there. The 15 of Hearn. And all this action is this 3 wide in rows 2 and 3 behind race leaders, the 29 and the 58. We're working lap 56, 6 laps to go. As the 31 and the 15 are now trying to work a third line on the backstretch. At 31 is trying to take the lead here on the high line, as the 58 and the Clinker and the 10 are working the midline with Fontaine and Kohlhaas down low. Strength right now to the middle line of the 10 and 58. Little contact between the 10 and the 22. Not sure that's going to bring out a caution since the 22 did not turn. There's a 59 machine there coming into play. So the midline now it becomes the low line with the 10 and the 58 and Kohlhaas in the 6th. And Massey on the inside. Big crash. That's the big one. The big one on 5 laps to go with Cameron Hearn. We're going to have to back it up and show Cameron Hearn. That's where it pretty much started with that big wreck coming out here. So caution out as we see if we can take this from the blimp view or maybe from our chopper cam. There we go. So looking at the 15, you see cars dicing around here. As the 15 and the 31, 15 comes off the wall. The 6 turns the 15 into Massey. And man, oh man, cars everywhere. That is the big one. It is Daytona. The big one. Okay. Anthony Giuliano let me know. One fast repair tonight, because normally they don't have fast repairs in the Lightspeed Racing League. So thanks, Anthony. I did pull it up on the info, and I didn't see that before, but we do know this week and next week. So, or next Friday. This one and Friday. So that gets for the super speedways. So let's get back to the live action as we're showing 4 laps to go. We do have 1 green-white checker available. We got Justin Wilson, Craig Lovell, Clinker, Kohlhaas, your top 4. With Kyle Lewis and Dylan Gones now is in the top 6 position. That was our second actual caution of the night. And Jerry says that saw it coming, 3 wide's not going to work. It can. It's just the cars can't be moving around as much as they were at that point. It's a lot less margin of error when you have that 3 wide going on. So we will, looks like we'll have 1 shot here before the green-white checker, or maybe it'll just be the green-white checker here. Not showing, iRacing's not showing me the green-white checker just yet. The lights are not off on the pace car, so it's gonna go to a green-white checker here. But one heck of a race we have going thus far. It's going to turn into a 2-lap shootout at the Daytona Super Speedway here. We're getting in overtime. Patrick McVicker was given the EOL for the contact made with Cameron Hearn, as we showed you in the replay. Race leader is Wilson. Lovell on his outside, Clinker on the inside to push, and Kohlhaas for the behind Lovell. We're going to have one heck of a finish lining up for us tonight. We will do the green-white checkered. So this will be the last time the green flag drops. 27 drivers on the racetrack. Looks like Brandon Massey, Benedetto, Resnowicki, and Dunwoody. Dunwoody's still on the track, so it was Massey, Benedetto, and Resnowicki all still on pit lane. Apparently, they were out of their fast repair, and they're getting looked at right now. So 58 and 31 are going to bring us back to green. It'll be a green-white checkered. So when the green flag flies, there'll be 2 laps to go. We will take it. If it goes yellow, it'll lock the field, and that'll be the finishing result. Jimmy Weaver was given an EOL, and that's probably because of his connection issue. So here we go. The 58 brings us to the green flag. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as the 58, the 10, the 18 are on the bottom. Gomez has entered the fray with Kohlhaas and Lovell on the high line. And it looks like a gap back to the drivers in 7th and 8th, which is the 13 and the 88 machines, as caution is out. So they'll be scored where they are. That is it. It's a racing back. I'm not sure. I've not seen a racing in quite some time. As Wilson, Klinker, Lovell, Kohlhaas, Lewis, Jonas, Casper, Bergani, Ludi, O'Brien, Adam O'Brien. And they're going to get behind the pace car. But we're going to definitely wait to see what happens with the cars and how they line up. iRacing sends up the finish. It looks like 22 cars will finish on the lead lap of the 27. It looks like the checkered flag will cross here to the 58. And he will be our race winner. It'll be Justin Wilson. Let's go and pull our unofficial results. The results by the grid finder. Find your place on the grid. Here's your results here. Grid finder for the butt kicker 150. Justin Wilson, your winner. Taylor Klinker in second. Greg Lovell third. Kohlhaas fourth. Lewis fifth. Jonas sixth. Casper 7th, 8th was Bergani, Ludi, and O'Brien 9th and 10th. 11th was Couric. Bushbacker was 12th, Gunther 13th, 14th Stefan, Pat O'Brien in the 15th spot, Barry Knapp 16th, 17th Leonard Frost, 18th Samuel Fontaine, 19th Landon Quisenberry, 8th was Jimmy Weaver. 20th and the 8th was Jimmy Weaver. Patrick McVicker in the 6th was 21st. 22nd was Kevin Otis. Cameron Hearn 23rd, 2 laps down. Chris Resnowicki, 5 laps down on 25th. Brandon Massey, 5 laps down, 24th. 26th was Benedetto, 5 laps down. Dunwoody was 8 laps down in the 27th spot. Murata and Cooper did not take the green flag. So 27 drivers of the Daytona International Speedway, Daytona Beach, Florida, for the LSRL Xfinity Series, the Butt Kicker 150. There's your race leader burning them down there. 58 machine. Send it over to one of our sponsors. All right, getting with our drivers here. Get everybody back together. Chris Lovell. Back these guys up just a tad so I can give us something to look at, these drivers. All right, I'm going to pull the third place driver of Craig Lovell in. Hey, Craig Lovell, you're in the booth with Harold Darner, the number 31 ride, third place tonight under the short and green white checkered. We only had one shot, so you guys had the one shot to fire it back up. So can you talk us through that last lap?
Yeah, so Brandon and I ended up getting hooked up late in the race. I made a mistake, went high, Brandon went low. By the time that he went low, a third line was forming. I figured I'd take the third line to the front. It was nerve-wracking to be up there for sure. I've never taken anything 3 wide, but I had a shot at the podium, maybe winning it, so figure why not.
They look pretty good at a 31 ride. You finished with no incident points. You moved up 12 spots. I mean, that's a pretty good night.
Yeah, I was just trying to sit back, let things happen where they were going to happen, stay off the car in front of me a few ways, just in case a stack up started coming. I could let off a little bit easier, make the stack ups behind me a little bit better. Trying to at least keep an even race for everybody. That way, no early damage happened. Other than that, I was pretty happy that I was able to stay clean, no wrecks, nothing. I was happy.
All right, so Craig, who do you want to thank before we let you go, man?
I definitely want to thank Brandon Massey for painting my car for this year, for this Xfinity racing season that we got going on. And definitely Ira for sure. He's my other teammate in the Bohica Esports. I want to thank all the sponsors of my car for helping me out today and supporting us. Jerry Massey for sure. Brandon's dad. He supports the 3 of us pretty well in asphalt, so can't be more thankful.
All right, Craig Lovell, third place tonight in the 31 machine. And next week, going to the road course for the NASCAR Daytona Road Course Series, or for you guys. So you looking forward to that?
Well, I've been practicing on road courses. I still haven't quite figured them out. I'm going to take it one turn at a time and hope I can stay decently competitive.
All right, as Craig Lovell will send you back to the trailer. You have a good night, man.
Hey, you too.
All right, so we're going to now move to Taylor Clinker in that number 10 Digitali car. Taylor Clinker, you're in the booth with Harold Darner, One to Go Studios, man. A little bit of some damage on that left front of that car, but you were able to take it to the second position.
Yeah, I got loose. I was in the sucker hole there, and I thought I had more room on the inside and kind of sent 22 for a ride down pit lane. I feel kind of bad about that. I was just looking at the replay.
We moved up 16 spots to the second position. And at number 10 machine, I know you guys were wanting to finish under the green flag, but it didn't seem like that green white checker restart got off to anything before there was calamity behind you guys.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. I was gonna give Justin a run for his money for sure. It just didn't pan out that way, but we'll take second. We need it. We haven't had a good finish all year.
Well, like I said, you started 18th, you moved up 16 positions, just shy of the 17 for the hard charger, which Ludi would get because he started back in 26th, but still a pretty good night, 16 positions up. Starting 18th, moving up to second place. So you want to thank anybody before we let you out?
Nah, I'm good. I just just a little frustrated. Wanted that to be a green white checker, be clean, but it is what it is. We can't all have what we want, but I appreciate what you guys put on here, and keep doing it. It's great. Thank you.
All right. As Taylor Clinker, we'll be going to the Daytona road course next week. See you guys there. And I believe we'll be here Friday.
No, I don't run the Friday nights, unfortunately.
Okay. So we'll see him next week in the Xfinity cars right back here at Daytona Beach, turning left and right.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting for sure.
All right, Taylor Clinker, we'll let you get back to your guys.
All right, thanks.
All right, so that was your second place driver of Taylor Clinker, and he moved up just shy of the hard charger tonight. And we'll go to the race winner. That's Mr. Wilson. We'll pull him down here for an interview. Justin Wilson, you're in the booth with Harold Darner, man. The 58. I was calling you all night. You were on the high line. You love that high line, but you actually got it done on the bottom line.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I felt more in control on that top side, and I didn't have to worry about people pinching me. I could just kind of keep it tight on them. So it's kind of nice running that outside. Plus, the momentum. Couldn't beat it.
Yeah, it looked like you had a little bit of that left front damage as well. I guess maybe pushing, because I saw you pushing Ira for a little while, and I mean, just it wasn't enough to give it an incident point, but you do have a little bit of some body damage there.
Yeah, the incident came in the tribal. One of the guys on the bottom made a little contact with them. Whether I don't know if I came down or they came up. I mean, it's Daytona, close racing, so I can't get mad about it. But yeah, the damage obviously didn't affect us too much. I know there was a little bit there, but we definitely still had the speed.
It was definitely a very busy night. You guys went pretty much halfway without any real cautions, and then we got 2 cautions. One of them set up that green-white checker, which never really got off before you guys were put back under the yellow flag.
Which I'm okay with, because being the leader on the green-white checker, it's a lose-lose situation. I mean, I was talking with my buddy Chris. He was spotting for me tonight. I was like, look, is it the only way I'm gonna win this race is when they start building up that momentum like we were? Is I'm just gonna have to throw a nasty block is the only thing I'm gonna be able to do, and I'll either come out or I won't. So fortunate for us, the yellow did come out, which we got the win for. But I would have liked to seen it play out as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's one of the great things about Daytona, man, is people every which way. And we had guys moving up 16, 17 positions tonight. We had 1, 2, 4 drivers that were 15 or better moving up positions from, so you can go from worst to first, definitely, but you can also go first to worst pretty quick too.
Oh yeah, I mean this track's definitely known for you can start in the back and ride in the back and just make your charge to the front. I mean, my strategy at these tracks is start up front, stay up front, and it always seems to help me out. So I like keeping that.
Yeah, well, definitely was your race to win tonight. You started in the 4th position and moved up to 1st. Take the checkered flag tonight. Daytona is our next track, but we'll be on the NASCAR road course. You looking forward to that one? I know as a oval guy, I don't like turning right.
I don't mind road courses. I just haven't ran many laps at the NASCAR one, so it's going to be definitely a challenge. It'll definitely be one I have to practice for.
Oh yeah, that last chicane that they put in to the Daytona course that looks a lot like the one at the Roval is definitely the one that seems to be the one that sneaks up and kills everybody.
And me too.
Well, it's really bad is you take the green flag before you get there. So,
Oh man.
so that's going to be interesting.
At least you only got to take the green once there, because we won't have the yellows.
That would be good too. So, all right, Justin, if we'll be seeing you Friday, or are you going to be coming to back, or you only ride the Xfinity series?
I try to make the Wednesday ones. Schedule's kind of busy, so I try to make them when I can.
All right. We'll see Justin Wilson next week for the Daytona Road Course. With tonight's winner in the 58, and then we didn't ask you who you want to thank. Right now, I'm looking at a purple and white car with very little stuff on there. So, are you looking for sponsorship?
Always looking for sponsorship. Always. But yeah, I want to thank the league for allowing me to come in. It was really very last minute, and I think I didn't even make the first race. So I'm trying to make them. I want to thank them for coming in. It's a good group. I had very clean, good racing. I got to thank Chris Holm, my spotter. He came in and spotted for me. We're trying to get into streaming, so we streamed our race. Randy and my wife is watching, and we're about to have our little son, and I'm excited about that. And yeah.
Cool. All right, that was Justin Wilson, the number 58 car, tonight's checkered flag recipient. And we'll let you get back to celebration. And so that was Justin Wilson. Send him home. So that was pretty much everything for tonight. So for our sponsors and for One to Go Studios, I'm Harold Darner. And we are going to be at the Daytona Road Course for the NASCAR setup, which means that second chicane down there on the front stretch, always an interesting time. But these Xfinity cars will be back next Wednesday to start that race. Don't miss Friday's Cup action right here at Daytona. Until then, I'm Harold Darner with One to Go Studios. We'll see you at the next turn.
What an exciting race brought to you by One to Go Studios. Here they come out of turn 4 to the white flag, and it's one to go. Thank you to all